Chef, what up? CMP, what up? Masons think they add up, but they tack down tassels. Watch me send you rope to Albion in a lasso. Caucasoid hybrid, sun burns your eyelids. To the human fam, we created a virus. Some help to build, but most destroy our future through melanin girls and melanin boys. Fast food, television, miseducation. Missed the history, stole the rights from our nation. National appellation, not in all capitals. Tribes of nobles and noblesse with woven crests. Fezes and sashes, shawls and vests. On Ashkenazi Jews, I put an alpha hex, omega the rest. Without a bloody mess, left dead in some Nikes like David Koresh. Burn out your temple with myrrh and frankincense. To work a ritual, it's all about intent and invent. Melanin, the magic dust, trust me. I shade to all Okunan while all Orishas love me, trust me. Black candles, we got red ones too. When lit, would have you think this is deja vu? With no Denzel, cause Washington won the Grammy. He doesn't even know Washita is his granny. Could've sniped Wesley, but went for tax evasion. Moors and courts facing these judge masons. Give back your rituals and your Babylon ways. Give back your holy books, call me rebellious slave. Give back history, there's Moorish truth in mine. Give back your crucifix, hanging tree boots and swine. Give back your rituals and your Babylon ways. Give back your holy books, call me rebellious slave. Give back history, there's Moorish truth in mine. Give back your crucifix, hanging tree boots and swine. Coming to you from the blackness in peyote teepees. Not the head rush from ice or sucking freezies. You could choose to research, don't believe me. Key of life songs cause inner visions and wonders like Stevie. Walk through the world under, your mind flows like tundra soil. Hit you like Shango when my blood's on boil. Come as Bata'Allah or Batala. With one eye for sight, I can see from afar. Mermaids and mermen cry for tadpoles and jaws. Trying to get the serious, they call it mission to Mars. To get you not looking, distract attention. Not to mention, but they have your brains in a lasso and your pineal gland tattooed. With designs calcified, my height is amplified to levels so deep, my flow is amphibious style. Leaving clansmen bloody in a hideous pile. Not like King Leonidas and Spartan saying 300 to caught a legion of raw. You must be frontin' like European pharaohs before the 18th dynasty. Coming and killing me and saying they're nasty. One golden flyer war so you can't catch me. Had to jack your beat cause the shit's catchy. Sometime at fake crews my face screwed like little Scrappy. And at the piggies with the scanners trying to speed trap me. Cause I'm reppin' blue bloods wanna cap me. I told you, boys in blue thinking I'm a Crip soldier. Give back your rituals and your Babylon ways. Give back your holy books, call me rebellious slave. Give back history, there's Moorish truth in mine. Give back your crucifix, hanging tree boots and swine. Give back your rituals and your Babylon ways. Give back your holy books, call me rebellious slave. Give back history, there's Moorish truth in mine. Give back your crucifix, hanging tree boots and swine. On the real. Fake Moors know the deal. Yo, Redkin, what up? That's how we do it. Give back your rituals and your Babylon ways. Call me rebellious slave.
Initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious. Drew Ali is happy when Moors are happy. Vixens wink fake lashes trying to trap me. 40 days and nights battling the lower demons. This is not their land, hybrids can't be free men. If this is not their land, who's the immigrant thinking they're sovereign? Imagination figment, recessive is their status, lacking pigment. Game for the Thanksgiving, but no commitment to indigenous Moors they conquered with Bibles. Signs in the vitals and signs in the cycles, only to strangle, embracing my rivals. Free national standards, not playing with the tribals. Each Moor is their own Christ, not disciples. Whether hands or thoughts, no worshiping idols. Always carry my Moorish Quran, no recitals. Everyone will not process ancients' arrivals. Initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious.
Innate mystic ability to show and prove a lesson, coupled with the agility to move you with the message. Presence of divine mind to navigate you with a reference, urgent with a purpose, perfect. Emerging urban legends, real more is not a question or a choice or a preference. You are who you are, you should have the same obsession. Broke the same jewels to a dude, the corner, Jane and Western. What you reppin', all that effort, that direction, keep you separate in a world of blind sheep. I was born to be a shepherd, mind like an elephant. Got the paws of a leopard, means I'm wise and I'm strong. Crank you up like I'm a record, take you to the body shop. Correct your lines to true vector manifestations. Matter, energy, and mind, spirit men unsung. Trey Young dropping dimes. Until you tighten up, you catching splinters from the pine. Clean the clouds out your thoughts, that's what keep you in the bind.
Initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious initiates of the sacred brotherhood of elite MCs. Raw mysterious.
Hey everyone, in this guide we're introducing our new AI indicator which we developed in partnership with OpenAI. This is the first trading.
Here we go. Raka! North Star! That way. The North Star's that way. Canaanland moves. Read off pay every day. Okay. Uplift the V cause we all base. We enforce the law and we obey. Forefathers from before and still today. Reading my Quran and my Torah. Universal laws in more rays. Read 4 chapters, receive it 4 ways. Great divine love rules our verse. Before I circle blocks, man, I circle 7s first. You bust the image, but your rhymes hurt. Declare 13 disrespected earth. Love, but it's all in God's plan. Today's mathematics don't judge a man. Unity of life, embodiment of truth. I'm responsible for every deed, cause I seen the proof. No, but Drew X, do I have to draw it out for you? Cause nationality is not a color I can use. Jerry Spruce, standing on my square, even without shoes. On the highest authority, spirit of blue. Marcus Coffee, whirlwind times 2. The world's in the wind when the trumpet blew.
Stand up, go into your bathroom. If you got a big floor to ceiling, cut the light on and stand and take a good hard look at yourself. You are the Moorish government, you know, and it took me a long time to get to understand that concept. I self-law am master. If I can govern myself, if I can govern my household, that's what I should be doing. Why should I walk out of my door and then leave everything that I know about myself in the house to go out and adopt something that I have no knowledge thereof? Offense. So we need to stop asking that question. I ask myself this question: if not me, then who?
Death and wisdom, my friends, intelligent creatures, guardians of sacred knowledge, Olmec features, secrets of the afterlife, manifest the present day. Dirty Moors and scoundrels lose their heads in a pleasant way. Deceit and deception, negative past thoughts, keeps awareness on point. Spirit messages never off. Inner realizations, encounter the higher selves. Next plane existence explains my consistence. Without a foe, you never know, so past most resistant. Divinity, my twin flame, side chick and mistress.
Raka! North Star! That way. The North Star's that way. Canaanland moves. Read off pay every day. Okay. Uplift the V cause we all base. We enforce the law and we obey. Forefathers from before and still today. Reading my Quran and my Torah. Universal laws in more ways. Read 4 chapters, receive it 4 ways. Great divine love rules our verse. Before I circle blocks, man, I circle sevens first. You bust the image, but your rhymes hurt. You clear 13 disrespected earth. Love, but it's all in God's plan. Today's mathematics don't judge a man. Unity of life, embodiment of truth. I'm responsible for every deed, cause I seen the proof. No, but Drew X, do I have to draw it out for you? Cause nationality is not a color I can use. Jerry Spruce, standing on my square, even without shoes. On the highest authority, spirit of blue. Marcus Garvey, whirlwind times 2. The world's in the wind when the trumpet blew.
Stand up, go into your bathroom. If you got a big floor to ceiling, cut the light on and stand and take a good hard look at yourself. You are the Moorish government. You know, and it took me a long time to get to understand that concept. I self-law am master. If I can govern myself, if I can govern my household, that's what I should be doing. Why should I walk out of my door and then leave everything that I know about myself in the house to go out and adopt something that I have no knowledge thereof? Offense. So we need to stop asking that question. I ask myself this question: if not me, then who?
Death and wisdom, my friends, intelligent creatures, guardians of sacred knowledge, Olmec features, secrets of the afterlife, manifest the present day. Dirty mortals and scoundrels lose their heads in a pleasant way. Deceit and deception, negative past thoughts, keeps awareness on point. Spirit messages never off. Inner realizations, encounter the higher selves. Next plane existence, explains my consistence. Without a foe, you never know, so past most resistant. Divinity, my twin flame, side chick and mistress, metaphysic, kabbalistic, Almaroc mystic, patriarch, papistics, make my thoughts sadistic, so indigenous, call me Americanistic, invoking the ancestors, Saracen cryptic, suns on rotation, flows ecliptic, shatter all illusions, reveal the realistic, sitting in the dark, holding the light marvelous, recognize the artifice, skin so carbonous, hair so antenna, I feel them from Vienna, myriad of virtues, lessons, and reptilian henna. Enlightenment seekers won't find it in mainstream. Focus as a laser, stay balanced like a beam. Not even a gymnast. Whenever I flip this, as above, so below. Get out when within this. Don't think I'm a slave, cause I speak in English. Drew, I'll either water, watch your flames get extinguished. Living in your higher, lower self is relinquished. Reputation of master teachers, call it distinguished.
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask, tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water, watch their lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts, with most they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly.
going in their wallets. Pull out pictures with fezzes, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the convo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges, this is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the prophet. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma send writs again. Remain cautious, cause often they sin again. That's in the police out, just the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. Nationality will show you how to live again. It can change the predicament you're living in. You can heal the whole world without medicine. Only truth can make you a better man. Why lie? Cause you got paid to murder men. Then you try to lock them up when they riot in. That's okay, cause for freedom I'm diving in. With no knowledge, you come back to die again. Resurrect me not, cause I'd rather be one with Allah.
This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gates Cemetery, February the 4th days. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law make civil little a lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm Rob Bass, mix it with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Prophets stood me up right, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm Salt Bay, repping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J, Israel. Had no but I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it, so the snake's still showing up. Stakes still high, so the race still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death dip in slavery. Looking for life, the book of Genesis. Astro plane entrances, invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life. Finish him.
Morris Omar, key man or oracle. Using Trinity powers, decipher allegorical. Lost in metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic. Facts slap a dirty more or a Drew Ali critic.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gates Cemetery, February the 4th days. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law make civil little a lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. I'll keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm Rob Bass, mix it with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Prophets stood me up right, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm Salt Bay, repping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J, Israel. Had no but I lay in plain sight, but people still can't see it, so the snake's still showing up. Stakes still high, so the race still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death dip in slavery. Looking for life, the book of Genesis. Astro plane entrances, invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life. Finish him.
Moorish Omar, key man or oracle, using Trinity powers, decipher allegorical, lost in metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic, facts slap a dirty more or a Drew Ali critic, calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved, or cut like a close shave, drowned in my brain waves, squashed by heat waves, activating Kundalini.
Common sense was made before book sense. Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick.
Legendary, bury me in the North Gates Cemetery, February the 4th days. Son of Mary, day ahead of my born day. Independence and law make civil literal lost case. With case laws, we break them down like Jericho. Keeping all my lions tamed, I'm Chris Jericho. Or keep a mask on deck, I'm Rey Mysterio. Fake pandemics announced over the radio. Annoyed with the game, the joys and the pains. I'm Rob Bass, mix it with rock the hard way. I was in a lost state. Prophets stood me up right, brought me to a lost gate. Cooking like I'm Salt Bay, rapping like I'm Denzel. Malcolm X, Deja Vu, Roman J, Israel. Had Noble Duali in plain sight, but people still can't see it, so the snake's still showing up. Stakes still high, so the race still going up. Warriors of the North Gate, we not slowing up. Born in the manger, sworn to be savior. Walk through the valley of the shadows of the death dip in slavery. Looking for light, the book of Genesis. Astroplane entrances, invoke the nemesis. Abstract images of past lives kicking in. Danger, running for your life. Finish him.
Moorish Omar, key man or oracle, using Trinity powers, decipher allegorical, lost in metaphorical, holy books are metaphysic, facts slap a dirty more or a Drew Ali critic, calling him Thomas or Walter and get your face caved, or cut like a close shave, drowned in my brain waves, squashed by heat waves, activating Kundalini, Abyssinia invaded by Mussolini, Selassie I in exile, reptile in Genesis, niggas appearing real, all I see is false evidence, VAR feminists, stomped on by elephants, more like no prejudice but want Moorish benefits, when you feel the pole magnetic resonance, Apis horns of the sacred book called Maleficent, great cosmic mothers, return to blessedness, no pestilence, ace all the testaments, tap into remembrance, never to forget again, use energy right, not put spell effects on men, wandering the earth plane with no they live shades, keeps you a mental slave as the horizon fades, it's been decades since Christian crusades, not enough rebellions, too many vigil bouquets, holding on to the fence, burning on doomsday, war ruled by Mars, it might be on a Tuesday.
Canaanland Moors presents Common Sense Quick. What we do here is we add some common sense thinking to everyday situations or comments that may arise. Want to give it a try?
Islam, honors to all the Moors. Bet they won't. Season 2, Canaanland Moors. Q&A, Wednesday on a Tuesday. So we're here. Bring whatever questions you got, and we'll do our best. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Honors. All right. Let's go on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the email. All right. Oh, yeah. Don't forget, if you have questions, put it in the chat in all caps. So we know that's question. First question. Peace. I'm trying to understand if 101 says prophets are to save nations. How did the prophets save us if our conditions as Moors and unconscious Moors are so bad worldwide? Noble Drew Ali presented to the nations. Noble Drew Ali talked to the nations. Divine warning by the prophet for the nations. While he's talking to the nations, he's also talking to these people who think that they're Negro black colored and think that they can force their uncivilized position on a civilized world and all that and get away with it. He's talking to all of them too. So 100 years later, as far as the nations, do they look saved? When they show you U.S. news, what's going on somewhere, and then somebody goes there and says, no, that's not how it is there, actually. They're lying. They got paved streets and 300-mile-an-hour trains and all that stuff. You're sitting over here. These people can't build a railway in 15 years. And over there, there's flying, whatever. So it seems to me that after the 1920s, when Noble Drew Ali spoke to the nations, people got on board with his program. And guess what? I don't hear them complaining right now about their issues. I don't hear them complaining. There's only these one people. There's just only the, well, like some people, they might be complaining because, you know, some natural disaster or something like that happened, right? You know, weather modification, whatever, who cares? You know, right? Some people have some issues. You know, some people, their mom was a drunk. Now they got to deal with the BS that their mom gave them and whatever, right? We know that things are happening to people, but these certain people, these people classified as Negro, black color, they seem like they're on some. You know how the J people talk about the victim thing with the ovens and all that, and then people who are down with them are exposing that it's BS and it was just for them to, you know, be a nation. Even they faked it. They made up a fake nation, and look where these people are at, what Noble Drew Ali brought, by making up a fake nation. The HJK and all those people, all of them, right? They made up a fake flag, right? They have a day where you know go right. They're in the school teaching your children and all that stuff. They made up a fake nation. They at least took the civil rights and all that stuff and used that to do whatever it is that they're, you know, the steal nature and make a flag out of it and all that. Right? But these certain people. So we've been saved. But everybody told you about everybody else except Noble Drew Ali. And then now we're sitting on here unsaved and we're wondering, why aren't we? And how about you do it since everybody sold your ass out? Isn't the obvious thing to do it on your own then? These people sold out? Get with like minds and do it on your own? No, that's too hard. Because ego and greed and all this stuff gets in the way. And instead of the nation being liberated, the nation's getting played by its own, as usual. Well, the history repeats itself. Isn't that what they say? All right, so if we know that, then what the hell are we talking about? We don't know how to get out of stuff. Been saved. Every other nation has implemented what Noble Drew Ali brought since the 1920s. Look within. It's about your own stuff. You have a nation. You have to protect your stuff and you have to build your stuff. Everybody else said, hey, that's a great idea. How about we go build our stuff? And then they turned their back on everybody and they built their stuff. But only these dummies in North America who don't know themselves, the ones holding everything up. Because they want to keep playing this Negro, black, colored, Indian, it doesn't matter what you call yourself game, and expect to get some different results. What does it say? Insanity? Insanity, right? You do the same BS over and 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 over again and over again and over and again and over again. But no, that's too much. That's too deep. They want something deeper than that. So the people have been saved, and we like to play this thing with our people and all that stuff, right? My people are competent nationals. My people aren't wards. Right? My people, my nation, what I live and die for, being in this flesh. They're nationals. Those are my people. Yeah, I know some wards and all that stuff. But if we don't see eye to eye, I just know them. Like I just know them. Because everybody of my nation is on the same wavelength, is in the same mindset. Just like every other nation's individuals are of the same mindset. They're going in a certain direction, and that's it. They don't care what your opinion is. They're doing what they have to do for their nation. They have their culture that they're going to impart on their people. Not brainwashing and indoctrination, culture. But certain people, though, they just get brainwashing and indoctrination, and that's all they get. They don't have the option to think for themselves. And then since the 20s, Juali said, think and save yourself, and then you're not saved yet, then you must be the dummy. Because it clearly looks like everybody else is figuring this thing out. Everybody else is dealing with nationality. Go check. They don't play color games and wardship games. They honor their foremothers and forefathers, and they're all right. They got their own community center and all that. They got their own area that they can go to. If they want to deal with anybody, they can go to their own area where their people are only there. Right? They know the store where they go with the secret knock, and then they could go into the basement and have the meetings with the council of the elders of the whatever. So the ones who are saved are waiting for the unsaved to save themselves so we get some stuff done. Because they keep thinking some hero is going to come for them or something. Hey, my hero. No. No one's coming. No one. The conditions are so bad worldwide for our people because majority of us want to play like it doesn't matter what we call ourselves. That's just what it is. Right? You came to consciousness with stuff messed up already. You just got messed up yesterday. Stuff been messed up. But what is not getting through the thick skull of our people? That it's their own that's doing it. Ain't nobody else doing it. They're just going with the program that they're on. You just happen to be in the way. Because you're a tumbleweed. Ain't nobody concerned about what you're doing, tumbleweed. Why is somebody concerned what a tumbleweed's doing? And then you're mad. Because you have rights as a tumbleweed. Shut the hell up. Talking crazy. How about have a nationality so you have rights? And then there goes again. Noble Drew Ali showing you how to be saved. So when you go one-on-one questionnaire and everything in there is helping save you, and then you got Circle 7 and all that's helping save you, then you got Moorish literature, all that's saving you. You got oral statements, you can take whatever from that, some of that stuff will save you. You're doing your own research or whatever you find doing that stuff will save you. How much more saving we need? That's why Drew Ali said few faithful Moors. Yeah, that's not a misprint. Because you're going to quickly realize, well, maybe not quickly, but you'll realize that it's your own. It's your own. This is why Drew Ali said it's divine and it's national. So you have different ways to look at this because the stuff is messed up when you stop and you actually sit down and look at it. Damn, it's messed up. But it wasn't some modern European or whatever. The Moors did this on their own. The Moors messed their own stuff up. Like, well, Moors just messed their own stuff up. And then now they're sitting here with us with the stuff messed up and they're just looking at each other because you caused the mess up. What? Oh yeah. Learn to love instead of hate. And, don't call him a nigger, call him a dirty Moor, and be kind and all that stuff is what we got to do. You can't strangle these people to get them out the way. You can't do them like how certain people used to do our people. You can't make people ride the mare of steel and all that. You got to deal with them. So since they're here and they're not going anywhere, because remember, they were around during Noble Drew Ali's time causing confusion. They didn't just pop up. They didn't just start selling out. They've been selling out. And they're still sitting here in your face today. So what are you going to do about it? Keep letting them talk for you? Because you already see how that went. Or you're going to get with like minds, have a nationality, and start being competent beings. Stop being goofballs. We already know that there were sellouts around Noble Drew Ali. When Noble Drew Ali was in the flesh, there was traitors in the Moorish movement. Then, so just accept the fact that they're here now too. And you think they stopped Drew Ali from doing whatever he was supposed to do? They stop him? No, they were around him. They were trying to murder him and all that stuff. They stop something? We're here right now knowing about our birthrights. They didn't stop Jack. And then one of the things too is, this idea of the absolute selling out. It's not, not mentioning Noble Drew Ali or murdering him or anything like that. It's about not carrying on the charge that all these individuals who claim that they were leadership of this were supposed to do. Abandon their posts. So now we're finding this thing scattered. We're finding out about this in prison. Prison, you find out about the Moors. That's how you found out. How you found out in prison. How you found it in there and not out here. What? 5,000? That's how you found out about Moors? They gave you 5,000? Now again, when we talk about Noble Drew Ali and don't talk about nationality and whatever, bring him up from some religious leader, whoever, right there and there. If you talk about Noble Drew Ali and just talking all this national whatever, and you're not looking at it from the divine, that this is a prophet, Allah sent him. He's not just some man that was born and all that stuff. Allah sent him. Because we needed a prophet the most, because we never had our own. We're always chasing after somebody else's stuff. So us knowing about this, I would say that we're saved. And then the unconscious ones are the ones that they got issues. They got serious problems if they don't get their SHIT together. And some of those problems that they've been through and are in right now. So this is why the call went out for Moors who are going to be faithful. Moors who are going to be faithful and not go the other way. Whatever other direction that this thing rippled out to. Stay true. And you'll see your salvation in your face. To know that, oh yeah, Drew Ali did save us. It's not me. It's our people who want to keep playing games. Games on them. Islam. What will it take for Moorish unity or all the temples and grand bodies to come together as one? No ego. But again, those were questions that were answered years ago. With all types of different Moors and different territories who were active Moors that went to these temple whoever's and grand body whoever's about, let's meet. Let's sit down and come to some type of, like, we're just us. Why can't we do this? No, they don't. Oh, well, Noble Drew Ali and talking all types of everything and nothing. To realize there's not going to be no coming together like that if they haven't done it yet. There's been 2 grand bodies since Noble Drew Ali transition. There's still 2 grand bodies today. They ain't unified yet. And you're still talking about, well, what would happen for the unification of what? These people sold out. You sold out. So think and save yourself, because this is your birthrights. Some organization doesn't own this. This is your birthright. The unification is already there. We're a nation. That's unity. There's no, oh yeah, well, we all got to, no, we're a nation. That's the unity. The problem is there's treason in our nation. And unfortunately, in this day and age, treason isn't punishable by death. Treason is cool. Treason is how you get to be the man. And everybody's going for that. So if there hasn't been unity with all these temples yet, don't be naive looking for it. Just know that people sold out. So do your best not to be around those people. Be around the righteous Moors. Be around the Moors who are doing right. What does doing right mean? What do you mean, what does doing right mean? Doing right. You know what doing wrong is? You got to ask questions about what doing wrong is. Ones that are doing right. Put energy with them to get some things done. Right. Don't be. There hasn't been unification of these grand bodies in 90 years. And we're talking about some unity with somebody. That's why it's a birthright. Some organization, some religious corporation doesn't own Moorish nationality. Let's see what else we got in here. Peace, what are your thoughts on this ICE and the immigrants being deported? The government immigration office rides around with minivans just picking up people. Do Moors have a solution for this? And we go back again to Noble Drew Ali and the divine warning by the prophet for the nations, telling all these people that the worst is yet to come. You think that there's some worse going on right now because of the little BS that you're dealing with. You better get your stuff together and stop playing around. Go to those that know law in City Hall and the officials in the government, ask them, and they'll let you know that I brought you everything it takes to save a nation. Stop playing around. Back then. Now, what you really have to be looking at is how is it that some foreign people could go into some land that's not theirs and tell people who are from there that they're taking them and holding them and taking them back to some place where these foreign people say that they're from. But there's no oceans that they're crossing or anything like that. It's just one landmass. They're just just taking them right there, and that's not what you're addressing. Where's the foreigner people's green card? Where's their green card? Don't tell me you don't have anything. You don't have any papers saying that you're a foreigner here. That the real immigrants aren't the people they're calling the immigrants. But if the immigrants don't have a nationality and they're playing wardship games, if they're playing Negro games and not being Moreno and Morena, no, that's the same stuff happening with the black guys. Isn't that the same stuff? Going around with the van, see them standing on the corner, pick them up, take them. Isn't it the same thing going on? No, and then they learn that oh, when they got over here, they gotta just do with them the same thing that they did with the Moors, and then they're gonna win over here. And what they do over there? A sellout. And what they do over here, they have a sellout. That's gonna keep the people deaf, dumb, blind, so this fake government of foreign people could rule over the indigenous people. And again, until it gets to our thick skull that our own people are the problem. Why wouldn't they be, if they can do the pull them off the street and throw them in the van with the black guys? If they can do that with them, what makes you think they're not going to do that with everybody? Everything starts, the positive and the negative, everything starts with us. It's because of us. That's why when you play the black game, people don't like you and don't want you around. It's not the racism stuff. It's because they know that we're asleep. And they got 300 mile per hour train. They're still waiting on us. And somebody sent me something about Japan or somewhere. They have some bee culture or something like that. And some being black or something where they dress like hip hop and baseball hats, and they have afros and they're getting braids and all this. Being some black whatever, some caricature. Everything starts with us. Everybody wants to be us when it's cool. But when it's time to be a big dummy, no, nobody wants to be us. When we talked same thing when we talked about being saved, the solution, nationality. Nationality. If you're a ward, if you don't have a nationality, if you're stateless, which is why they're doing the immigration whatever, because by them claiming to be the authority and claiming that somebody's an immigrant, that means they're stateless. Because they're supposed to go through them to get citizenship or get a pass in order to be over here. When there's no being over here, this is indigenous land. It's indigenous land. This is not Scotland, New Scotland, and all this. That's not what this is. So it goes back to jurisdiction. They want you to slip up in any way possible so they can assume. Because that's all they want to do, assume jurisdiction. That's all. They don't want to do anything else as far as jurisdiction. Because once they could assume, then they win. The real immigrants are not the people getting picked up, thrown in the van. They're the indigenous people. They have the inalienable birthright to travel on their lands. Nobody's supposed to be stopping to ask them where they're going and all that stuff. That's not supposed to be happening. They're doing that because of colonization. It's due to colonization why they're doing that. Not doing that because the government's taking advantage of no. Mm-mm. There has to be something. There has to be something more to it. Yeah. And our people's incompetence has a lot to do with it. And why are the people incompetent? Because they've been listening to some traitor who that was their duty, that was their job, teach the people wrong. So now you have all these issues popping up, and then you're not even prepared to deal with them. They got you. And when we talk about the solution being nationality, it's just as simple as I just said it. Because it's all going to come down to what you know. Where is your, are you in the mindset of being or becoming? Are you going to be a Moor, or are you going to become it? Because there's when it gets down to the get down, it's just you and you, whether you know or not. Grand whoever there, prophet and all that stuff. It's just you and demons. And have you been studying your lessons? And you're gonna know quick fast if you've been studying your lessons. Like quick, you're gonna learn. Right? Just always be embracing, or always be connected to. You have to know that we are not foreign to the Americas. Like these people above Mexico, this is your land too. You're the missing piece. You're the one that they want to confuse the most. Because your birthright is what everybody's stealing. But they can't steal anybody else's because they claim theirs. You see all South American spots just saying, no, we're going to be independent. We don't need these foreigners. Yeah. All the African whoever's, they say, oh, no, we don't need these foreigners. We got everything that we have right here. Well, North America, oh no, we're black, we're Indian, we're Negro, we're colored, we're that. Oh, land for the pickings. Because people don't know themselves. And again, they have their own to make sure that you don't know about yourself. But they're going to tell you about everything under the sun except your nationality. And then keep in mind, they're not going to tell you about nationality, but they got theirs in the background, though. Whether they got it from some Masonic lodge, whatever, or whether they got some past because they slept with somebody's sheep or whatever it is that they do to get their clout. They did something. They did something. And they know about all this. They know. They know of all the rituals. They know how to call they know what to do. Islam GS, what's with Temple 13 Baltimore? Are they with naturalization? And if so, what is the difference between what they're doing and what our Prophet Noble Drew Ali brought us? I met a good Moor and I'd like to be able to give him some clarity on the subject, which is Temple 13 at Baltimore not being aligned with our Prophet. Let's go see it. See if they pop up easy. See how easy they pop up. All right. So Moorish Science Temple, the Divine and National Movement of North America, Incorporated, number 13, Moorish American National Republic. Prophet there. Baltimore, Maryland. So on the surface, it's presenting itself as being from Noble Drew Ali, and this is how he was teaching. Get this thing up here. So this is on their homepage. The Moorish Science Temple, the Divine and National Movement of North America, Incorporated, number 13, Moorish American National Republic, advises the public with above words of warning written by Prophet Noble Drew Ali. The Caveat Emptor article message is the same today in 2019 as when written in 1928. We have been contacted by various natural persons who have sent funds to individuals and or organizations, some named below, said funds paying for various documents, etc. Said individuals and organizations have no affiliation with the Moorish Science Temple, the Divine and National Movement of North America Incorporated, number 13, Moorish American National Republic. Be herein advised, the Moorish Science Temple, the Divine and National Movement of North America Incorporated, number 13, Moorish American National Republic, does not sell documents of any type. Again, we do not sell documents. So we'll stop there. You ever notice that in all this thing, you never hear them say Moorish Science Temple of America? Anytime they make reference to what their name is, they always have Moorish Science Temple without of America. Now, we all know Noble Drew Ali founded the Moorish Science Temple of America. How come they're leaving of America out and saying that they're connected to Noble Drew Ali? How come they're saying Divine and National Movement of North America, Inc., when there's no ink in Noble Drew Ali stuff? You don't see no Moorish Science Temple, Inc. You don't see no Moorish Divine and National Movement, Inc. You're not seeing that. So, like when we were talking about with foreigners, they have to have a jurisdiction. And what they want you to do is assume. Assume that this is tied to Noble Drew Ali. Once you do that, now they're in the door. Because really and truly, they're not really with what Noble Drew Ali brought. Naturalization. The Moorish Supreme Court of Equity and Truth and the Moorish Science Temple, the Divine and National Movement of North America, Inc., number 13, the Moorish American National Republic. We naturalize our citizens with authority from Allah, Prophet Noble Drew Ali, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 4, uniform rule of naturalization. Hebrew law, debated in the Senate, March 31st, 1864. Freedmen's Bureau Act, executive will of President Abraham Lincoln. That's where they get their authority. And they naturalize their citizens. They naturalize their citizens. Nowhere in Noble Drew Ali's literature is there a mention of naturalization. Nowhere. These are individuals who they know. These are individuals who they know. Right? They know, and they're in cahoots with all the other traders around. They're in with all of them. Let's just let me find this email. Let me get this loaded up for you, so you can see it. It's better that way. So this is Nation of Islam letterhead. On May 26, 1986, several sheikhs of the Moorish Science Temple, including of the top national leadership, such as Sheikh Bratton Bey, Sheikh Ankel of Baltimore, visited us in Washington during our Wednesday night meeting. The presiding Moorish sheikhs gave us an excellent presentation on their teachings and their views on your situation, citing case law and examples like Jesse Jackson, the Leeds Bay case, and Muhammad Ali. The bottom line was the need for you to be naturalized as a Moorish American to escape the legal jurisdiction of the U.S. government actions against you. Much detailed information, quite well documented, was presented and is condensed in an enclosed letter to you as the naturalization process. Also, deemed of essential importance to allow safe entrance was the need to arrive via Africa through the port of New Orleans, definitely not New York via Europe. If via Asia, then through San Francisco. Then he saw that was to Brother Farrakhan, 86. And obviously, he got back in the country. Obviously, he got back in the country. So he's supposed to be talking about he's a naturalized Moorish American then, right now. How come he's not talking about he's a naturalized Moorish American right now? How come he's not telling all the people that he's a naturalized Moorish American? Why isn't he telling? It worked. Then doesn't it mean that it worked? And he got back in the country? But then why is he not telling about it? Why is he not telling about it? Oh, because it's all BS. It's all part of the game. Remember, they're not saying Moorish Science Temple of America. They're saying Moorish Science Temple, which means they're not in the jurisdiction of Noble Drew Ali. They made up their own jurisdiction. And then instead of Noble Drew Ali being the prophet, Lincoln's their prophet. I think they push Lincoln so much. More than Noble Drew Ali. They push Lincoln. Oath of amnesty and all this, and Moore's honoring Lincoln. So one, Noble Drew Ali, you don't hear Drew Ali talking about naturalization anywhere in his literature. Nowhere is naturalization mentioned. Two, they keep saying Moorish Science Temple without of America on it, which means they're not Moorish Science Temple of America, founded by Noble Drew Ali. They're something else that they made up. Three, there's no ink. Noble Drew Ali went to talk Moorish Science Temple of America Inc. and whatever ink. He wasn't talking like that. Yes, it was incorporated. He was saying ink on it though. Yeah. And if it's so foolproof and works, then what? Why isn't he talking about it? Unless these people work for U.S. So they're going to let them slide. But you can't slide, though. They kidnap your ass. You don't get no passes. You know? And only people from 86, those times, would this hit them to see that, oh, so all these people actually know what's up. These people know what's up. All of them know. Instead of just telling the truth for what it is, they're playing games. Playing games with people. Naturalizing Moors. Nobujwali never mentioned naturalize anywhere. Nowhere. This is what the Great Schism is about. These individuals, who their duty is to make sure that confusion exists. This is why we had to tell these Moors about Moor Vengers and all that, so that they can have the Moors that you should be listening to. If it's not these Moors, you don't need to be listening to anybody right now. Because 97% of these people out here claiming that they're Moors and they're doing something for their people is package selling and doing some other type of BS. Doing whatever BS they're doing with this, whatever it is, just to cause confusion. Just to cause confusion, nothing else. It's not like they're doing it for as long as Nobujwali's been around. These people have been causing confusion. And they're causing confusion because this is the real deal. This got Farrakhan out of U.S. jurisdiction. That's not naturalized, because you can't naturalize to be a Moor. You can't naturalize you can't go through a process of naturalization to be Moorish. It's a birthright. Why are you naturalizing for this? You're not just Moors because of some paper. It's a birthright. You're not Moors because of a card in your pocket or your wallet or whatever, purse. Think about it. You're not the name that they gave you. You're the living right, thinking right. You're the having honor and respect and loyalty. You're that. You're not the name. They're not supposed to be naturalizing, because naturalizing is not what Nobujwali brought. Naturalizing is not mentioned. As soon as they're presenting naturalize, and you could just go to Canaanland Moors, naturalization. We've dealt with this numerous times because even people who were down with them end up jumping ship, wanting to debate us and all that stuff, and then in the end they jump ship anyways from them after they were defending them so hard that they're the way, this is the way it's supposed to be. They realize that they're a fraud. Right? They realize that they're a fraud. They didn't come back and say, "Oh, sorry, we were wrong" and all that. They just went off into it and start doing their own other stuff. If a person is already naturalized, you don't have to naturalize. If a person is already nationalized, you don't have to naturalize. All they should be doing is proclaiming their nationality. Right? Like I said, with us, all members must proclaim their nationality. Like that. If we must proclaim our nationality, and Joali said you're descendants of Moroccans born in America, and that means our nationality is from birth. We need a process to have this. But we need a process to have this. No, that's the package selling game. You know. Like a lot of these, for example, are getting whatever IRS tax breaks and all that in order to have their building, to have their church that has a sign, says Moorish Science Temple on it. You realize how many of those are churches? House of Ram is a church, right? Moorish Science Temple, quote unquote, Grand Major Temple. I'm like some YouTube and all that stuff. Church, right? It was a church. Interesting. That's interesting. Temple 13 was church. You go on their sites, Leviticus, Deuteronomy, and all that stuff. They ain't quoting no Bujuali on their on their stuff. They're singing hymns to replace Jesus with no Bujuali, that and all that stuff. Church. All that's church. Juali said, "Give the church back." All right, why is more still playing church? If Juali said, "Give the church back to them Europeans." Go look them up on YouTube. Moorish Science Temple of America, and just go. You'll see them on there singing hymns, like it's Moorish church, singing, clapping, and all that. It's supposed to be Moors. It is what it is. If you have any questions in the chat, just put it in all caps. If not, we've done our part for today. Honors to the Moors who sent emails with questions. We still take them. So don't forget. Don't forget. Canaanland Moors YouTube. So it's a big archive. Lots up there. Lots up there. Enough that you wouldn't be getting played by people if you just stay on Canaanland Moors YouTube. You'll be getting played. You know everything that you need to know. But nah. On dingbats and chiefs and all these other goofies. Well, how can I be a member of your temple? Well, just send an email, canaanlandguide@gmail.com, and we'll send you all the particulars. It'll be honorary membership to our temple. Wait, Moors lost their nationality when they naturalized Islam. We are indigenous, therefore we cannot be naturalized because we are already natural. When are you going to be natural 2 times? Why? You're already natural. You're crying every week, man. If you already have inalienable rights, you don't need to naturalize. Exactly. A national cannot be naturalized. Just proclaim. It's not rocket science. No, it's not. It's not rocket science. It's not trigonometry. It's not none of that. Why do you think ICE people have en masse? Yeah, because it's probably not even, who knows who they are. There's probably nothing called ICE. It's probably just the snatcher people. Because they don't have enough cows for the burgers, right? So you need burgers. Might not even be no immigration, nothing. That could all be up front. Just depopulating. Stick you in your neck, throw you in the van. When shit hits the fan, you coming down here or want me to head north? Well, Drew Ali said don't make the plight in the winter. So depending on when that stuff hit the fan, and then the other thing is don't be in front of the fan when the stuff hit it. Try to be by the side of the fan the best you can. Right? Don't be staring into the fan with the shit hitting it. Talking about breeze and all this. Yeah, they're masked up to hide. Same reason why rapper guy has his little mask on. And they do their smash and grab and all this crap. You gotta hide to conceal. And then most of the time you're concealing because you're doing something messed up. Well, why would you be hiding? You just bare face. Nah. Think they want to get snatched up. Islam to all the Moors in the chat. Give thanks for all your feedback. We know We already know that the chat is a spot where Moors get some. Honors to all the Moors. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Supreme honors the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Supreme honors to the Prophet. We're here because of the work that he did. So supreme honors to him. Honors to the Forerunner and all the Moors worldwide. All the true faithful Moors. Increase your faithfulness. Love and peace to all Moors. Long live the empire. Islam.